So you booted up Starcraft, join the use map setting game, Helms Deep, and are wondering how to play. I got you. Hopefully you're playing Legolas, Aragorn, or Gimli, or Shagrat. Those are the easiest spots to learn first. I'll walk you through them in the beginning of this video. So you've got Gimli, who does AoE damage. He's a fire bat, great against mass. You got Legolas, who is a ghost, great against dealing damage out at a distance. You got Aragorn, who is a zealot, great underneath swarm. These are units that are defending. What are you defending? These units. If all these units die before the timer runs out, well, kind of. Anyways, if these units die, you lose the game. If you're playing these three. And then you've also got Shagrat here, which is on the attacking army with brown and purple. And if they kill these units, then they win. Now, when this timer reaches 0, the defenders will get some units right here that are really strong. And it's hard to win after that. So ideally, the attackers, if they're winning, they have killed these units by the time the timer has reached 0. Alright. Well, hero units, these are ouchie units. Careful. These units do a lot of damage. These two particularly. If these two units die, then if Brown loses Ugluk, then all of Brown's units die. Same thing with Saruman. Saruman dies, everything dies. You don't get a respawn in this game. So, yeah, be careful. If you're playing one of these 3 units, then you have upgrades up here. Yeah, right. They're really good at taking damage from mass. Now, mass hasn't spawned yet. Basically, you want to stand in front of these units, which will die quickly. And you only have so many of those. If you're playing Shagrat, you want to help Brown kill the drain. And when you're low on health, you go to a mineral patch. This is Evil's heal. And this is the defender's heal. Good heal. So Aragorn decided to go to 1 to help White out here. White has a lot of units. These units right here are White's hero units. They have 5. It's a lot to keep track of. So Saruman's doing a pretty basic break here of the main gate hinge. It's a little risky bringing the goons in because, as you see, this goon's really low. No problem though. Heals at the heal. Let's see. This is Drain. How there is staying safe. This is Blue's hero unit. And then Legolas in perfect positioning at 3. Now Legolas needs to stay at 3 to ward off Saruman, this one, because this one can come up and he'll stand right here and then he'll storm these units here. And if you've got a Lego nearby, he can hit Saruman so that he can't do that as much. Shagrat's helping clear White units for purple. Gimli starting to get some kills in. At 25 kills, that's when you can upgrade every 25 kills. That's true for all these. Oops, are gone. Gimli and Legolas. Now, you gotta be careful of... Where'd Saruman go? Probably to heal, maybe? I lost him. Saruman, that High Templar unit, he can hallucinate you and trap you. So, try to stay away from him unless you feel confident that you can deal damage to him without getting trapped. It's tricky to do. Drain has gone down. Shagrat's in a risky position because if these attacked him, he might get stuck. This is the mass. This stuff dies really easily. The attackers get tanks. They spawn every time that your mass spawns. You get a new mass spawn when you run low on mass. Yeah, so now the back hinge needs to die in order for these gates to be permanently opened. White or blue can close the gates. This is where blue would close his gates. Okay, so you might be wondering, like, how in the world you get here? So if anybody brings a unit to this area, you'll be teleported to this area. That's how these guys got here. And then if you keep moving up to this area right here, that's how you spawn into caves. So that's how these units got here. So right now, the hero units are protecting one. Legolas saw that Saruman's not positioned over here, so he came down here. Here's Saruman. And we're gonna get a swarm. So Aragorn's pretty good in swarm, but any other ranged unit can't attack. We've got 2 melee units. This is Éomer here, which is controlled by white. But the heroes are doing a pretty good job of blocking, and white also put some of his, I don't know what you call this. What are these called? Rohan Archos in the way. And then they also get swordsmen that can get in the way of the mass. Blue's holding, what's this called? 4 or 5? Back hinge? Something like that. This is called 3. This is called 1. So part of your duty if you're playing one of the hero units, sometimes Haldir, sometimes this is Haldir's duty, but definitely these 3. Legolas, Gimli, and Aragorn. You want to keep an eye out for things like swarm. When that swarm happened, if I was noticing that, and I was noticing that white hadn't moved anything out of or into swarm, I might let white know by typing in like 1, because that's the location that the things are happening. Oh, this unit right here, this is the bomb or the suicide. Stay away from it because it will explode on you and you will die. And it doesn't matter if you're on the attackers or the defenders. If this unit blows up, everything around it just blows up as well. So be very careful about that. It's only got 1,000 life, which is a little squishy as compared to, say, Gamling, right? It's at 2,400. Gamley's attacking some tanks. This is a dangerous spot, and he'll go down. That was a good block here by Purple. Purple got some mass in the way so that Gamley couldn't escape. And then White was trying to get Éomer over to help, but didn't work out. Oh, he's gonna try again? No. Tanks are too far. How do I get this out of the way? I don't know. Look how low Éomer got. Definitely go to heal now, huh? Heal's here. There's another heal at the end of caves. So remember, we're trying to defend not that unit, these units. So let's see what Aragorn's up to. Healing, okay, and then we've got Legolas coming over to support 1 because Legolas notices that's where Saruman is. Usually Legolas will be protecting right there. And Blue, Haldir, he's keeping the back area pretty steady. Pretty safe. You should know enough by now to play. But I'll run you through the whole game. Okay, this unit right here, very scary. Ooh. This is Snaga Brown's, oh, hallucinations. Do you see this? Yeah. Now Legolas is trapped, and Snaga is on Legolas. So Legolas will go down. You gotta be careful about that. But it's also hard. So Snaga's gonna get out. Safe. Nice play on the attacker's part. And White has to give up a little bit of ground here. If White would have stayed right here, they would have lost these goals. Losing goals is no good. Same with tanks for White. Losing tanks, no good. Need that stuff for the caves. Because eventually... Oh, ooh! Grandma came up so quick, so far. Oh my goodness. Haldir, that's risky. This is risky. But Saruman should be low on energy because he just used a lot on Legolas. Will Éomer live? Oh, some elites are coming up. I can't contest. Alright, some nice dancing, some nice back and forth here. Who gets to keep the ground? That's kind of what you're fighting over. How do I get rid of this? Open diplomacy. Toggle display. Minimap. Unit panel? No. Statistics? Got it. What's Gimli up to? Did Gimli die? Gimli did not die because he could still upgrade. You see Legolas? Legolas has died. Oh, Legolas has also left. White can give units. Like, if Legolas asked for a hero unit from White, White might give it to them. Not necessarily. You can't upgrade it unless you have Aragorn, Legolas, or Gimli. Those are the only units that can upgrade in this game. Haldir's a very strong unit. Oh, here's Gimli. Pop it out in the back. Upgrading attack. That's pretty standard. Gimli can do damage to mass in the caves. It's really fun to play Gimli that's at max upgrades at 40. A lot of heroes, not a lot. It's it's a viable strategy to bring a hero unit up to 6 defense, because then they're at 31 and these do 32. So then you only get damaged 1. But a lot of times the attackers will ally the hero units. If you see, they're probably gonna... Well, let's see. No. Purple doesn't have red allied. Yeah, but you see, okay, orange is allied here. So he's trying to block the stairs, but the units will just walk past him to kill these units, which are easier to kill. Do you have any questions? You can't talk to me, though. This is a recording. Oh, look! Teal got a unit. Alright, Purple's bringing his tanks up. This is one of the main ways to get a foothold if you're an attacker, is to bring tanks up. But then you're also risking losing tanks. White did not hold their Rohan archers. Look at that. No? And White realizes, so he pulls them back. Shagrat's helping in the back. One of Shagrat's main jobs is just to harass heroes. Drago is up. This is... Brown has 4 heroes. His main one, Ugluk. Remember, if this one dies, everything of Brown dies. Drago. And Snaga, which we saw was one of these, but a really strong one of these. And then also the bomb. Whoa, how'd that happen? Oh, 3's getting... Oh, look at this. 3 is getting assaulted. This is Aragorn's hallucinations. Aylmer, that's not a good fight. He dies. He took an elite down with him. Not a good trade, though. It might be time to fall. You see White's pulling his units out. And the heroes are doing the same after a quick heal. Oh my. Not a good place. So remember, if you go here, you get teleported here. Gimli does friendly splash. So just be careful with that. That you don't, like, you know, roast your teammates. Which happens. As when Gimli is upgraded a lot with his flamethrower, it can hurt. So the defenders are setting up the cave defense right now. Usually you don't hold this back hinge to keep for very long. But they have a little bit here. See, some blue left some ghosts. White has some heroes positioned, and the tanks are set up. These gates can close. And that's what this does. Just like here, there was gates closed here until this died. The drain, I guess, is its own. And then, like, these were here, you could close, but this died. Oh my gosh, what's Haldir doing? What happened here? Well, this is, it's trying to get out. That's a bummer. Yeah, Haldir should be with his buddies over here, you know what I mean? But He's perished. That's very accurate, movie-wise. So purple's setting up the tanks to kill the keep hinge. Gimli's rotating to the right side because they can see that white has the left. And Gimli's looking for kills, but also probably aware that a big fight's gonna come soon, so might run all the way to heal. Let's watch him run. Nope, I'm done. This is where he's going to. You can see it on the minimap. There he is. It's important that you don't block this area. Oh my gosh, no, Gimli, no! Wait. No. We go back. He was so close, he was standing right here. That's pretty funny. What is this? Clyde Frog? He didn't even heal. Alright, well, I guess he had more important things to do. He just wanted to go check on the women, I guess. Didn't even heal. What the heck? That's funny. I've been playing this game probably since 2008 or 9. Oh. Well. Kill lost there then. Anyways, yeah, there's still fresh stuff. There's still stuff that I laugh at, still stuff that I learn. Alright, Saruman. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to play. There's a lot of standard ways. But people are still coming out with new strats. Wow. So Saruman should have Grima close to Swarm. This is really risky. I don't think that was a very smart play. Saruman could have lost everything, you know? Well, Gimli's our last hero unit. I think Shagrat has died. I don't see... Oh, Shagrat's right here. Alright. Well, then we have 2 hero units left that are just... These heroes are just controlling 1 unit. Whereas, like, white has these 2 units left. Haldir died. That's blue's unit. Yeah, look at this block. Not so good. Learn what not to do. But it's really hard. There's a lot to pay attention to in this game. Which is part of the fun. It's hard to get good, you know? Oh, Snagga died? What? Where? Is that his guts? Is that? I'm not sure. Is Ugluk, also known as Big Snagga? You know, because they're both like a Zergling's like a tiny Ultralisk. You know what I mean? Well, anyways. Alright, so, well, cave setup. Blue usually sets up on this left side, and then white usually sets up the knights on this right side. Tanks are usually set up here. This is interesting, that blue is set up right here. Has Gimli healed? No. What? This would be a great time to heal your hero unit. Because, as you can see, there's no mass right now because Saruman died. I missed that. Well, I hope you learned enough to play as a hero unit. Wow. So brown keeps going, even after Saruman dies. That surprises me. A lot of times, unless you're really close to winning, if your buddy dies, like if your brown and your purple dies, or if your purple and your brown dies, it's really hard to win the game unless you've already taken out most heroes, which they have. They've got 3 heroes left. No, these 3. Oops. Yeah, it's pretty hard. No Snagga, no Swarm. How many tanks does brown have? There's a fair amount of tanks. But yeah, I mean, if you're having fun playing, might as well keep playing. But I think I'll stop the tutorial here. There's more videos, there's more like tutorial-like videos. There's also some tournament videos. We've got a Discord, you can join Helms in Starcraft, whatever it is. What do they call them? Channels? I think. And yeah, be nice to each other all. Thanks for watching.